Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Tennova Healthcare. Folks, as someone who has gone through cancer treatment and more frighteningly had a loved one recently go through cancer treatment, I can tell you that no one does a better job of caring for your body and supporting you mentally through that type of battle than Tennova. I am very proud to say that Tennova provides my health care. They provide the health care for my family. Tennova Healthcare. They are the best in East Tennessee. I love them very much. All right. In this segment, we have, well, let me go ahead and put this up as a reminder. Just to remind you, we graded all 65 coaches. I went through, I've got all the numbers on this stuff. I may tweet it out later. If you don't believe me, you'll see it where we did the research on all these different topics, okay? Now, over at the big board, we have Mr. Chuck Cavaleris. You have all 65 of the coaches, Power 5 up there. Now, what I want to do is, first things first, I want to look at the guys who have had comparable success to Butch Jones. So let's put up the next graphic there. Chris Lane, our fantastic director. Here's what we got. Butch Jones has won 62.5% or 625 of his games, okay? He's got 2 10-win seasons on his resume. He's won 4 conference titles. He's won 4 bowl games. Our criteria for this, just to get in the same ballpark, I'm going to cut it easy. You only have to win 60% of your games, not 62.5. Only coach with 1 10-win season. All you have to do to get on my list, 1 conference title, 1 bowl win. So it's less, much less than what Butch Jones has done. So let's go back to the big board. And I want to see, Chuck, who we can remove who doesn't fit that criteria. Please remove the entire top row.
The entire top row?
All 4 of those are gone.
Okay.
So all of those coaches coming off the board. Harbaugh.
Well, I was about to say Harbaugh is
never
the
won a
name that just jumps out at and
never won a conference title.
Mora jumps out at you too.
He was hot for a while. So now you can hold on. You can also take away the one in the middle, in the next row, middle. Gone.
Kirby Smart and crew.
So Kirby Smart obviously gone, but you've got a lot of coaches gone. Oddly enough, and this is total coincidence, I didn't know if it'd turn out to be 30, 10. Turns out to be exactly 25. 25 coaches.
Wow.
25 coaches in the ballpark with that lesser criteria than what Butch Jones has done. All right.
So more than half are gone.
More than half are gone. You've got the top 25 by resume, and Butch Jones is still there. You see him on the far right. Butch Jones still in that top 25. So let's now, guys like Rich Rodriguez, Kirk Ferentz, Paul Johnson, who've had long careers, they've never won 60% of their games. They're all like 59%, so they don't make the list. Guys like Mike Leach, Jim Harbaugh, Kevin Sumlin, who was he was at Houston for 4 years, never won a conference title. Harbaugh, good coach, has not won the Big Ten, has never won the Pac, what was the 10, now Pac-12.
Won the NFC.
He won the NFC, but we don't count NFL stuff. So that leaves 25. But let's take out the guys who haven't won at least 1 Power 5 conference title. Take out the rest of the second row, or slide them up. Just slide them up a little there, Chuck. That bottom, there's your top 15 coaches. It breaks out there are 15 exactly that have won. They've got the same criteria as Butch Jones, same ballpark at least.
Wow.
But they've won a Power 5 conference. Now, my question for you guys, that leaves it. There's your top 15 coaches, and then you got top 25. If you had asked me, without numbers, where's Butch Jones? I'd have said low teens, top 25 at least. The numbers kind of bear that out when you look at the resume comparisons. Your thoughts?
Well, Josh, I mean, I said 15 to 20 on our podcast when we first talked about it. I think you said, what
I
were
said
you
25 to 30.
25, and I was at 15 to 20. So, I mean, I think that's pretty close to reality.
And I had a discussion just Friday or Saturday, can't even remember now, and I said 20 to 25. And I thought, okay, I've got room to go up a couple, I've got room to come down a couple. So let's say I was anywhere from 18 to 27, somewhere in that group.
Chuck, your thoughts?
The same top 25, and if he was 33 last year, it certainly wouldn't be dropping as far as he did.
And I think there's other criteria that you can throw in there too,
there's
like
a
it's
bunch
recruiting
of other
classes.
Oh, there's a ton of criteria I could have put in.
Yeah.
Yeah, recruiting classes.
Yes.
Go ahead, Mike. What you want to throw in?
the
What you inherited?
program that was 2-14 against the SEC on probation with a Title IX lawsuit against it. That's pretty dark, deep waters.
Then he's dug it. Now, let's go back to the board very quickly. Chuck, so you're just not having to stand there. You can walk out of the picture if you like. Bobby Petrino, I always feel bad just making you stand there like Vanna White. Here are the guys that are in the Butch Jones category if you're going by these. Bobby Petrino, never won a Power 5 conference. Larry Fedora, same thing. Dave Doran, who's young, is in NC State, did well in the MAC. Bronco Mendenhall at Virginia. Tom Herman, he's very young at Houston. Jeff Brom had his success at Western Kentucky, now he's at Purdue. Brian Kelly, Notre Dame, who had been at 2 stops, same places where Butch Jones had been. Then you got Kyle Whittingham, Hugh Freeze, and Butch Jones. Those are the guys who haven't won a Power 5 title. The ones on the bottom have all won at least one Power 5 title. All those on your board right now, though, win at least 60% of their games, have had at least one 10-win season, have won at least one title somewhere, and have won at least one bowl game somewhere. So I thought that was interesting. So again, the numbers kind of backed up my thought going in. I would probably put him between 17 and 25, and it looks to be sort of accurate.
And if you go through the list that he's up there on, the 15 to 25 list, I think you can start marking some names off there that haven't done as much as him. I mean, Herman, I think, is a good example. Great success at Houston. What's he going to do at Texas?
Well, everybody loved, he's the flavor of the month, but Kevin Sumlin was the flavor of the month when Texas A&M hired him. So
yeah, some coaches got the benefit of the doubt from not having to prove anything yet at a high level.
Will Muschamp had that when he first got into the business. Like, oh, wow, this guy's going to be great. Hasn't worked out great so far. But anyway, when we come back, these guys get to play John Curry. If we were to have a sit-down meeting as an AD with Butch Jones before this season, where are we setting the expectations for 2017, and are they or else expectations? Come on back.